Welcome to Southern Girl Knits, episode 29, I believe. We're almost to 30. I don't know why that feels significant. So it is summertime here, and I've got crazy glare going on my glasses. I have another pair right here. Let's try this out. Ah, much better. Anti-glare reflective coating. Guess I should remember that. Anyway, I'm Tish. You can find me on Ravelry as TishKnits33, and you can find me on Instagram as TishKnits. I have had I'm recording late. I told you the schedule's going to be kind of off this summer, but that's okay, right? We'll just go with it. It's only till August. It'll be here before you know it. Let's see. Oh, first thing, a lot of you guys out there sent me a lot of private messages on Instagram and Ravelry and let me know that Felici was back. Thank you all so much. I immediately went online and ordered, I think 4 different color, 2 skeins of 4 different color. I got Baker Street. I know that one for sure because I really like that one. And I can't remember the names of the other ones, but that's okay because when they come in, I'll have something to show you, right? So that's exciting. And I will. I'll show you when they come in next week. Or actually, they should be here this week sometime. It's a shame they're not here right now. I'm so sorry. There are kids in the house, so of course, I think you're more likely to see a cat than a kid right now. They're all a little busy. Summertime. So, I've gotten a little bit of knitting done. Yay! I actually, you know that I've been knitting the calamitries for my family's ski trip this winter. And I knit this one, and it came out crazy big. And I guess I underestimated the weight of the yarn versus how many I cast on. I did the project as it called for, and it came out huge. I mean, just like crazy huge. Like, I'm not really sure what to do with it. I'm gonna send it with them because, like, my mom has a lot of hair. And so that might work with someone with, like, a lot of hair. Like, you know, really, she's got a lot of healthy body to her hair. So that might work for her. But if not, that's okay. Because my goal was to get them done for the girls anyway. So I did accomplish that. Now, I haven't put the buttons on yet. That will come later. So this one came out perfectly. It's perfectly sized. It's been tried on by my daughter. So I got to find a cute little button. Can you see the glitter? Yes. How cute is that going to look? Ugh. And my niece has blonde hair, so it's just going to be so pretty. So, at Christmas, I'll show you pictures of that. So I got those 2 done, and I was excited about those. But I have to say, I'm way more excited about this. I finished hubby socks. And I have to tell you, that was quite the feat finishing these. Feet, ha ha ha, pun intended. It was quite the feat finishing these because they're boy socks, which, you know, we all know take a little bit longer. I did the fish lips kiss heel on them. And they came out amazing. I love this yarn. I love the way it looks. And the yarn was tiny, 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 and I knit these on size 0 needles. So, yeah, they're dense and perfect. And I love them. And I don't care that they took forever because the finished product was so worth it. And this was the one that I did out of the wool-free sock. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. They have a bunch of different colors. It's awesome. It feels so good. It's insane how good this yarn feels. It's nice to knit with. It's not splitty at all, and it's got a lot of elasticity to it. I mean, like seriously. Now I know this has some ribbing in it, but I mean, come on, like for real. Like crazy elasticity in these socks and still dense. So, my husband does like to wear his socks, like really wear them. So I'll let you know how they handle. I'll let you know how they hold up, so to speak. Because the last pair I knit him, yeah, he already like blew through those. There's like holes all in them. It's sad. So, what else did I get done? You know that I keep my to-go knitting, and I pulled that out and finished Lainey's sock, which looks so tiny now that I've shown you her dad's socks because she has tiny little feet. And there's a little bit of sparkle in these too. This is the Magic and Moonshine, which is the vendor that you can no longer buy from unless you get it on somebody's D-stash, which I highly suggest. It's great yarn. Really is. Awesome yarn. So I brought out the second cake and have a wee little cuff going right now. Actually, I think the cuff is done. I have started on the patterning. So those are hers, and they kind of live in my purse, which is why they take so long. You haven't seen them in a while, but I did finish one sock, so I just had to show that to you in my cute little bag that Marie made for me. I love it. So I kind of finished up all the things. So I went through and literally sat on the floor in my closet because that's where all my things are. That's where all my knitting things are, in my closet. So I sat on the floor of the closet and kind of spread out everything and went through my yarn, and I picked out 2 sock yarns and some more yarn for calimetries. So in my Doctor Who bag, I got just the regular or good old-fashioned Patons Kroy sock in blue striped rag, and caked that up. Actually, I caked up both balls of these. So these will be boy socks. I'm not sure if they'll be husband socks or kids socks. We shall see. But I'm going to do these on, I know the needles are in the bag. I never take the needles out of the bag. Okay, why did I take the needles out of the bag? Okay. That's a question to be answered later. I shall figure that one out. Did I put them in this bag? Okay, that's why. I put them all in the same bag. Okay. That answered my question. Those are going to be knit on size, I think I'm going to knit those on my size 0s. The reason I'm not sure is because I can't handle unruly needles. Okay, now, so my 1s and 0s are all free. Now, the question is, I also balled up the yarn that was sent to me from Unwind. Well, it wasn't sent from Unwind. It's Unwind Yarn Company that was sent from a viewer who wanted to share some of her stash with me. And it's the Ethereal colorway, and it's their Luxe sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, and it's gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. You can see a little bit of the halo that the cashmere gives off. I think it's so pretty, and it's so soft, and it's so squishy, and honestly, I think see the difference? Like, this is bigger than this. So I'm thinking I should do size 0s with the bigger yarn and size 1 with the smaller yarn, but then this won't be as dense, and this would be. So, yeah, I think I just answered my own question. I'm going to need to use the size 1s, which are my Nova Platinas, to go with the Patons Kroy sock. And then I'm going to use my size 0, which are the Knitter's Pride carbons, to go with the Ethereal from Unwind Yarn Company. I don't know, the boys will probably be just a regular pattern. I don't know what these are going to be for me or another female in my family. So I might pick some fun pattern. Something easy, something I don't have to think about, but something fun, something interesting, right? Yeah. So in my Pitaloop, aka Callimetry bag, while I was digging through Stash, I came across this Knit Picks Galileo in the Firefly colorway. This is it's a merino, yeah, it's merino and bamboo. And it's 131 yards, which is, enough to make a callimetry. And so I'm going to do one in that, but then I also found some Rowan Pure Wool DK. It's a 50-gram ball, so I'm going to make one in this too because it's so pretty. And it's blue, so it'll go with kind of everything. Like the last one that I made, remember the one that I made out of the beautiful Manos? It's highly variegated, so it doesn't go with as much stuff. Like you have to kind of wear a solid color shirt for that one. So you're limited. So broadening my horizons. Going for solid colors. Oh, the craziness. Somebody stop me. So what else has been going on? I finished up the final season of Parenthood. I've been putting it off. Seriously, like for real. I love that show. I've been watching it since the beginning, and I saved it up as long as I could, long enough that I was able to get past the point of being spoiled. So I didn't get any spoilers. So the last season is kind of like heart-wrenching. I don't know if you watch it. If you don't, I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix and it's completely done. So it would be a great time to watch it because you don't have to wait for episodes to come out. It's such a good show. It's all about family. I mean, it really is. And it reminds me of my family because it's loud. They're loud and crazy and all up in each other's business. And, but it's such a good show. And it's so sad it got canceled. Like, ugh. It seems like all the good shows that I like get canceled. I'm like in the weird minority. But I did finish it and it was good. And I enjoyed it. They wrapped it up enough for me to be okay with it. Of course, they can only do so much, right? So I did enjoy it, and that made me sad that it was over. Right now, I am catching up on I'm on season 5 of Downton Abbey. Is it season 5? Yeah, is it season 5 of Downton Abbey? It's not on the screen anymore. I think it's season 5. Whatever last season was, because the new season isn't out. So, the latest season. They're all done and complete, so I'm watching those. And, of course, I love Downton Abbey, so. I want to know when the new Call the Midwife comes out, or is it already out? Is it out in the UK and not in America? Does anybody know anything about season 4 of Call the Midwife? Somebody should let me know. So, because I'd like to know that. I like that show, too. And trying to think if I watched any really good, especially good movies. I haven't really been in movie watching mode. I've kind of been in television watching mode. I don't think I've seen any really good movies that, like, must watch. Hubby and I did go out for Father's Day, and we watched Jurassic World that has Chris Pratt. He's like turning out to be a surprisingly good actor. Go Chris Pratt. So, yeah. It was good. It was, when you're a kid of the 80s and 90s and they mess with your, like movie history, it can be kind of weird. Jurassic Park was phenomenal, I mean, oh my gosh, it was amazing. And so I think Jurassic World was good. I mean, Jurassic Park's amazing, and you can never beat that. And I like the little homage they paid to it in there, because they're not rebooting it. they're following the proper timeline, genre, whatever, staying within that world. They're staying within that world and continuing it on with Jurassic World. So that's cool. They're not trying to reboot because I'm kind of getting tired of reboots. Yeah. So but yeah. So it was a good movie. We had went and had dinner, went to the bookstore, because we're nerds and that's what we like to do. In fact, I got a new book. I don't know if you've ever heard of this book. Okay, so I've heard of this book. It's been out for a while, and I've heard of it. I've heard people talking about it. I'm not a big nonfiction reader. I prefer fiction, so I don't read a lot of nonfiction books. But we watch Orange is the New Black. Obviously, when there are no children around. Horrible show for children. No. So we can squeeze a few episodes in here and there when the kids are asleep. But they mentioned this book, and I was telling Russ, I was like, I keep hearing about this book and how amazing it is. And he's like, well, we should go get it. And I was like, yes, we should. We should be smarter. We should read smarter things. So we went and picked it up, and I just got it on Sunday, so I haven't started it yet. Actually, I did start it because I read there's an explanatory note inside of it to tell you kind of just what they were thinking with the book, what they're basing it on. It's kind of cool. Like, the premise of the book is really interesting because they're economists, but they answer questions like, I'm not going to give anything away because this is just like what's in the book. Okay, chapter 1 answers the question, what do school teachers and sumo wrestlers have in common? So these economists tell you what they have in common, and that's what the whole chapter is about. And chapter 4 is what they talked about in Orange is the New Black. Where have all the criminals gone? And so because I've watched the show, I've heard the explanation of this chapter revealed. I haven't read it yet, but the explanation that they give is awesome. I was like, that's insane that those would be they connect things that you would never have connected. You know, it's crazy. I don't want to give anything away though. So while perusing, I also found, just for fun, so I like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I like him. And these are vampire stories. One of them, I think, has Sherlock in it, but the rest are short stories. And it talks about how he got a lot of his inspiration from Poe. Yeah, I always read the narrative at the beginning because they tell you things you don't know. And, like, his friendship with Poe. And I had no idea that he and Poe were friends. And Bram Stoker, was, like, one of his really good friends. And, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. So I got this, and his stories they're not really vampire stories, so to speak. They are and they're not. They're more I don't know how to put it as poetically as I'm sure they do. It's more his take on capitalism, I think, and consumerism than it is like scary vampire stories. It's not Twilight. It's like a political commentary. His political commentary. So, yeah. We'll see. I know they're going to be good because he's an amazing author, right? Let's see, what else? I'm still reading The Name of the Wind, which is the Kingslayer trilogy. This is like the longest book. I'm probably about 50% through. Really good book. I'm going to go ahead and recommend it now. I'm at that point now where I would know if it was like totally sucking, but it's not. It's really not. It's so good. And I don't know where they're leading me. I don't know where they're going with it. So I'm not sure where we're heading. They haven't foreshadowed anything. So I'm kind of curious to see where the journey is going to take me, which is cool. Because it's a trilogy. And I think they're all out already, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we'll see. And that's all that I have for you guys today. I've finished up everything. So I literally have like Lainey's little cuff on the needles, but I've got all those fun things that I need to put on the needles, and I love casting on. And actually, I was waiting to record to cast on because I was sitting there today and I'm like, "Ooh, I want to put those socks on the needles," and I'm like, "No, no, no! I'm gonna do the podcast first." So I was a good little girl. And so next time I see you, hopefully I'll have my knit picks order to show you and some progress on all these things. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. It's the middle of the week, so I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And I will see you soon, hopefully. I'll steal from Knitting Samurai and say maybe 10 days or so. But until then, I hope you guys have an awesome week and happy knitting. And don't forget, always be awesome. Bye, guys.